Man, this game is just so amazingly fair. I mean, whenever you die, you always feel like it was your fault. What? This game doesn't look fair at all to you? Oh, that's either because A, you haven't played it yet, in which case, buy the game, you're missing out. Or B, you missed something that the game taught you while you were playing. And that is the point of this spike right here. This annoying, frustrating spike in the very last tutorial level of this game. But this spike should have taught you something about the game that you need to know in order to enjoy this game to its fullest. And if you learn this lesson, you won't ever get mad at this game again. 1001 Spikes has one misconception that might turn you off at first that really isn't true at all. It has randomness in its level design. The reason why people get this misconception is that while the game teaches you some rules, they aren't always absolute. The game teaches you player-activated spikes will appear in blocks of a different graphic, but this isn't always the case, and this is the one broken rule that's gonna frustrate the most players. The thing is though, the game taught you something to help you, and it's just your fault you didn't catch it. In this section of the tutorial, you will see that I stand on this specific block, and I'm fine. But when I stand on this block that looks the exact same, I get spiked. This is that supposed randomness that people might find in this game. The fact that you don't always get a visual clue about where the spike is. Unlike the other traps in the previous level's tutorial, there was a visual clue like a tiki head or the block that shows the same graphic as the ones that spike you. Those traps were there to teach you to look at the level in general, not just the level design itself. Now at first I was like, how am I supposed to know there were spikes there? Come on, that's stupid! But I learned something there, even though I didn't realize it until later. In this instant, the game taught me that if something seems too easy, you're missing something. This taught me a lesson that in order to find the hidden spikes, I would have to look at the level design and not just the block graphics. Which is genius! This lesson, if applied, will show you where all of the hidden spikes are in the game. Take this area for example. It features a slow moving block and nothing else. Well, that sure seems suspicious. After jumping down and discovering this platform to be safe, you have an option. Jump on the platform and stay there, or jump on and off. Now, I'll be honest and say that I just jumped on and stayed there my first time playing, killing myself, but I felt mad at myself after I was killed. Because I was suspicious of the platform the entire time I was going through the level. I was just thinking wrong. I thought there was a tiki head there that would shoot me, but instead I should have chosen the second option, which the level design actually suggests to you. Jump on the platform, and then jump off. This would have shown you that the platform is a trap, and that is the challenge of the section of the level. Now, taking the second example in the level, you see here that there are 3 crushers in a row with safe spots in between them. And despite the fact that this is the introduction level of the crushers, this seems a little too easy for a game this caliber, doesn't it? Well, it is. And through this analysis, I hypothesized that there would be a spike there. Walk forward until you get there, and yep, there's a spike there. So now the question becomes, how do I get around this obstacle? And this is the meat of the game on your first playthrough. The game requires 3 skills on your first playthrough. Analysis of level design to locate traps, critical thinking required to find a way around those traps, and the platforming skills required to carry out those plans. Now, of course, on multiple playthroughs, you only need platforming skills since you know where the traps are and how to get past them, but you will have such a rewarding and enjoyable time playing this game for the first time if you play it by yourself without any walkthrough. Realizing a trap is there before you could have possibly known about it is such a rewarding feeling, and even if you do fail, you will probably realize the clues that should have led you to that trap, and you will venture on determined to discover the next trap because it was your fault you missed the last one. This is what makes this game so amazing. Everything can be found, even the things that aren't always fully apparent. Falling blocks, which heads shoot arrows, how to get past that huge hole in the ground. Everything is some sort of puzzle for you to figure out, but nothing is ever unfair enough to get mad at the game. It takes your own skills to progress through the game and find the secrets. The game isn't responsible for anything. You were given the hints or the chance to find the traps, and it is just your fault you missed it. All of this combined makes fighting your way through a level a little bit at a time such a rewarding experience. You will never feel so accomplished as when you finally make it to that door, and this was all possible thanks to that annoying spike inside your tutorial level.